Hey guys, momentaijankguy here, bringing you a brand new deck profile. I'm not sure if I've done a Diaboromon deck, but let's get started. But first off, just a little recap, because it is now in the official rules for any deck that plays tokens, and Diaboromon plays tokens. So even with like fun games, like let's say you're going to the like online regionals, or you're going to the regionals happening in California this month, in like in a few weeks. You have to declare your tokens that you have. So these are my tokens. These are made by me, but I need more. It's not enough. I just play testing it. Yeah, so just that's just like a little like FYI. You have to show your opponent how many tokens you have, and let's say you have all these tokens out on the field, and let's say you need to make one more. You can't make any more because this is the amount that you revealed. But like when tokens die, they go back to your extra like token deck basically. Like you have a max of whatever you show, because if you don't show the opponent that you have tokens in your deck, the opponent can call over a judge, and they can rule shark you, and because you cannot use your tokens because you do not show them. Alright, so let's get started onto the deck profile. So for some reason I lost one of my eggs, so I only have 3 of these, but you are going to run 4 of this. It is Pseudomon from BT5. When attacking, if it has the unidentified trait, you can draw a card. And then we have one Pseudomon from BT2, I believe. So while you have another Digimon in play with the same name as this Digimon, you get an additional plus 2k. So it's a very nice card, not for like security wise. So it is good for security wise, but also it's good when you have that one body when you just want to like clear stuff, because being able to 13k is pretty high number still, and it just like a nice solid number to clear stuff. So yeah, you're on 4 of these and 1 of these. I have been debating about taking this out and just putting in Pseudomon, just because like when another Digimon digivolves, you get to draw a card. So it's just super nice. Now on to the rookies. So we are running 4 of the BT2 Caramon. This is when another Digimon with the same name is played. During your turn, you get to draw a card, and it is not once per turn, so it can't get out of hand really quick. Next, we are playing 4 of the BT5 Caramon, which is the OG Searcher. Look at the top 5 cards of your deck. Add 1 card that has the add 1 Digimon that has the unidentified trait, and 1 Arata. So it's super nice. And next we have 3 of the new Caramon. So Caramon is very nice. It helps with the Arata. An issue the deck. It's a very small issue the deck had. If you played the deck enough. So on play, you reveal the top 2 cards of your deck. You can add one Tamer card or option card that has Diaboromon in its text, and 1 card with the unidentified trait from among them to your hand to the rest. So essentially, let's say you reveal 3 option cards. Let's say they're all 3 catastrophic blast. I forgot Diaboromon's option card, and you've revealed 3. You can add 1 of the cards. So well, technically you can add 2 of them, because you can add it as the option card, and 1 card was the unidentified trait. Actually, no, I lied, because the option cards have unidentified in the trait. So it's basically add the option or the Tamer or a Digimon. So it's 1 of the 3, and then you trash the rest. That's the important part. The fact that you get the trash is very nice, because there are a lot of games where you don't really have a lot of stuff in your trash. So this helps a lot. And the inherit's very good. On deletion, if this Digimon has the unidentified trait, you can play 1 Diaboromon token without paying the cost. So you get a free token. And in case anybody doesn't know, the tokens are white. Not all tokens have levels. It depends on the Digimon what makes them. So this card can be used as a Diaboromon token. Can't be in the main deck. They can't Digivolve or be used as Digivolution cards. And so that also means you cannot play stuff underneath them. And they're removed from the game when they leave play, and this is a 14 cost, and it's pretty hefty. It's only 3,000 DP, and it's level 6. Yeah, so yeah, so we're only playing 12 rookies. Now we're gonna go into the 4s. So onto the 4s, we are playing 4 of the Kurisarimon from BT5. This is on Digivolve. If you don't have an Arata, you can play 1 for free from your hand. And then this is like the OTK card essentially. So during your turn, all of your Digimon with the same name as the Digimon gain Rush. I will get to a small ruling about that later. Next, we are playing 4 of the BT5, BT2, sorry, Kurisarimon. This is just like the Caramon, but instead of getting a draw card, you get a memory whenever you play a Digimon with the same name. So it allows you to extend your turns, and you can just do a lot of nice stuff. And then we were just playing 3 of the new EX6 Kurisarimon. This card is it's a very interesting card. This is why I have it at 3. So when this card would be played from your hand, by deleting one of your Digimon with the unidentified trait, you can reduce the play cost by 3. So it becomes a 2 cost, which is super cool. And then on play or when Digivolving, you can delete one of your opponent's Digimon with a play cost of 3 or less. It has the exact same inherit. If this Digimon is deleted and it has the unidentified trait, you can play a Diaboromon token. Okay, so the little ruling about the Kurisarimon. Oh yeah, I do not play the decoy one anymore because they eroded it when it first came out, and it just made the card very, very bad. So the Kurisari says all of your Digimon with the same name as the Digimon gain Rush. So let's say you have a full stack and you made 5 tokens, okay? And so let's say you swing with one of the tokens because it has Rush. You swing and you hit a bomb. But instead of them deleting one of these, they delete the stack that has this. When this dies, they all lose Rush because this has to remain on the field in order for the Rush to continue. Because yes, it does say gain Rush, but they don't gain Rush for the turn. So that is the important part. So they get rid of the stack, and the tokens that just came into play cannot swing if the original stack dies. That's giving them Rush. So don't let them try to cheat you, saying like, oh hey, they still have Rush. That's not how that works. Next we are playing 4 of the new Infamon. This card is pretty insane and pretty wild. So on play or when Digivolving, you can delete one of your other Digimon with Diaboromon in its name. Then this Digimon may Digivolve into Diaboromon in your hand without paying the cost, so it's super nice. You get Evo into your 6 for free, and the inherit is all turns. When another of your Digimon with Diaboromon and its name is played, you can Digivolve one of your opponent's Digimon. So it's a super solid card. It's also really nice when you just want a hard play, and you have, like, let's say you have Aradas and you have like a stack that has the memory Kurisari. You can just like essentially like make this like a 5 cost essentially, and going into a 6 for free. Sorry about that. And then we are playing 4 Mamimons. I just think this card is too good not to run in this deck because this deck does heavily rely on the Arata. The Arata is what it extends your plays, it is what allows your board to go wide very, very easily. And this card is just too important. I was debating about taking one out and putting one of the Warp Infamons because I do like that card. I do enjoy that card a lot. But right now, it's worked perfectly fine. So if anybody doesn't know, this is from BT11. So when Digivolving on play, you can reveal the top 5 cards of your deck. You may play 1 Tamer card with a play cost of 4 or less without paying the cost. And then you can place the rest to the top or bottom of your deck in any order. So it's just super, super nice. This can also unbrick you too, because you get to put it on the top or bottom. So let's say you're missing a 4. You hit a Tamer, but the next card, let's say it's a 4 or a 5. You can put it in the top or bottom any order you want, but obviously if you need it on top, you just keep it on top and it just sets you up. And then the inherit is during your turn when you play another Digimon by an effect, so your tokens, whatever Digimon gains blocker to the turn. So it's just a super, super solid card. Literally the only downside is that he's only a 6k body. And now next on to the level 6s. So we are playing 4 Diaboromon Ace. This card is just insane. It allows so much control. Sometimes it makes some of your bad matchups into good matchups because the all-turn effect is very good and it does catch a lot of people off guard. So he is one of the few aces that does not have it on play. And so when Digivolving, when attacking, you may play 1 Diaboromon token. And then all turns, when an effect plays another Digimon, you may delete one of your opponent's play cost 3 or lower Digimon, but for each Diaboromon you have in play, you can add 2 to the maximum cost that you can choose. So just by going into this, like Blastevoing, and then bringing out 1 token, you can delete a 7 cost. Even if you're by yourself, you can delete a 5 cost. So the bigger your board is Diaboromons, the more stuff you can delete, and it gets out of hand. And so like, it is a once per turn effect, but like ironically, this is like semi decent against Mastermon, because let's say you already have this on field, and they evil into Angelmon or Lady Devimon, and then they use the old Murray to play an Angelmon or a Lady Devi. You can just pop one of them, and then they can't DNA unless they hard play another one to like extend their turn, or not extend their turn, but to like end of turn they can DNA. So it's a super nice card. And then we are playing 4 of the new Diaboromon. This card is insane. This card is great. This deck is still, it's much stronger, but it's still not as strong as it could be because it gets all the rest of its support in BT17, which I'm super excited about. So this Diaboromon is pretty nutty. So start of your main phase and when digivolving, you can play one Diaboromon token. So super nice. So start of every turn, each turn it's on the field, you get one. And then it does have an all turns effect. So when an opponent's Digimon is played, you may activate one of his Digimon's when digivolving effects. So essentially, when they hard play a Digimon or they play a Digimon by an effect, you get a free token. And then all turns, all of your other Digimon with Diaboromon on their names gain jamming and blocker. So it's super nice card, super strong. I have been debating about putting the old Diaboromon promo, the one that gets security attack +1. Back in the day, I paid $150 for 3 of them. Do not regret it, but just throw that out there. Just because the jamming is pretty insane. Because if you have one of the promo Diaboromons and you have this out and you have a token out, you're already doing 1 check by itself, 2 check, 3 check, and 4 check. You're doing 4 checks by yourself already, and that's all jamming. But it's pretty slow still. But I thought this was just going to feel very clunky, but it feels very smooth, and I haven't had any issues at all. I had 2 issues today during maternity. I did not do that great. 2 games, I just didn't see a 5. I saw 3, 4, 6, and 7s, but I did not see a 5. But other than that, the deck is performing like great, and makes me really happy. And then we were playing the 1 Armageddonmon. I was running it at 2, but at 1, it's fantastic. I've been seeing it a lot, and it has never been in a situation where you don't want to play it, because it's a level 7 that you play for 3. So when you would play this card, this Digimon from your hand, by deleting one of your Diaboromon, you can reduce the play cost by 12, so it's only a 3 cost. Super insane. It has Rush, so it can swing the turn it comes in. And then all turns, the when digivolving effect on level 7 Digimon do not activate. So that means anything that has like when digivolving. So Blitz Omni doesn't activate. The new Chaosmon won't activate is when digivolving. If you're playing against Mastermon and they go to the Ordinimon and you have this on field, it doesn't activate. It's just and this really helps too with the level 7 aces, because they don't activate because they're when digivolving skills. But it does not stop when attacking, just when digivolving. So, but it's still a very strong card. And then on to the options. We're running 2 Laplace Demon. This card is just very good. It allows your opponent to... This basically controls your opponent and saying where like they cannot do the plays they want to do. They have to swing immediately. So it can force trigger your ace, which is super nice. And then you can clear the board. It's a super nice card. And then we're playing 4 trainings. We all know what these do. Look at the top 2 cards of your deck, add a black card, and then bottom deck the rest. And then you can pop it to reduce the Digivillage cost by 2 on 2 black Digimon. And then we were just playing 4 Tamers. A lot of my friends are playing Izzy's in the deck. I tried out Izzy back then. I just personally did not like it. If I did want to put in Izzy, I'd probably just take out a training. And if I did want to put in a Catastrophe Cannon, that is the name of the Diaboromon option card. If I wanted to play that, I would probably take out another one of these and maybe one of these. That way I can still keep this at 2. But other than that, the deck has been performing really well. And that is the end of the deck profile. I really hope you guys enjoyed that. Again, I do apologize for not uploading. I'm still like semi recovering from like being sick. But yeah, and I'll see you guys next time.